thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. It's a Monday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. The Atlanta Hawks are a team trying to rise. With Trae Young shooting from the logo and setting the table, and John Collins banging on people's heads. Collins said, "We're definitely going to have the best pick-and-roll chemistry in the league for you."
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans: Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Lonzo Ball out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at center. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now, here is Young. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Capella, high post. Adams on him. Capella with the bucket. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Outside, Bogdanovich. From the arc. Pelicans pull it in. Here's Ball. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, Ball showing you some nice physicality and strength there. You've got to have confidence in yourself to be able to draw fouls and play through contact like that.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Now, here is Young. Gallinari outside. And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Williamson. Ingram deciding where to go with it. That one wide left. Reddish with the ball. Working on Williamson. The shot's good. 9 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Down low. Here's Ball. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ball's got 5 points so far.
You know, no matter what you throw at him, this kid is unflappable. He's muscling through defensive contact and still scoring. That's impressive.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans ahead, up 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Furter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point guard position. Herter passes to Williams. Gallinari outside. Off target with his three. New Orleans leading by 3. And it's Hart top of the key. Inside. Shots good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Off the catch, nice balance, nice rhythm. Gallinari with a good-looking shot.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Williams from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The quick release. Let's just call him Sweet Lou, pumping it in from deep.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pelicans lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually we can't see you, but you can see us. You get it. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
Well, it's easy to see why they've been the better team offensively. They've been shooting.
And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Lonzo Ball.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Lonzo Ball out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. And that one's good. Ingram. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys and guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Pelicans shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, an athletic and strong player at his position is Bledsoe, and he's a confident guy who I think makes an impact at both ends of the floor.
Atlanta making a switch here. Snell's checked in. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young against Ball. Here's Capella. Goes back up and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position inside, and then he's able to draw the foul as he forces the defense to whack him.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Bounce pass, Bogdanovic. Young with no one around. That ball, nice feed that time from Bogdanovic.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
And we've reached the end of the third. Pelicans on top, leading by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Young and Herder make up the backcourt. Tony Snell is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Herder. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
They get it again. Ingram outside. And another shot. At the heart. Oh, ball in position. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Capella. One-on-one fast break. Here's Herder. And he gets it to go. Herder's got his first points of the game.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Ingram dishes to Williamson. Young against Ball.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game. Lonzo Ball.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Everyone's trying to keep it focused.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Here's Young. Capella, the pass to Young. It's deflected.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young against Ball, and Young kicks to Bogdanovich. The Hawks again can't hit, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
At the line for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson. At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Marshall deciding where to go with it, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Substitution for the Pelicans. Jackson Hayes.
So New Orleans wins it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.